International. Of course, I'm joined now by champion Irish jockey, champion in England several times over, Ruby Walsh. For those of you who don't know Ruby flew over here just to ride Rawnaq this afternoon for Irv Naylor and Cyril Murphy. Congratulations, Ruby. What a heck of a run. Tell us how the race was for you.
Yeah, look, it went really well. Very, very lucky for me. Unfortunately, his usual jockey, Jack Doyle, got a very bad fall in Belmont a few weeks ago and got some pretty nasty injuries, so he wasn't able to ride him today. So it was a spare ride for me, and I'm very appreciative of the phone call to come and ride him. The race unfolded beautifully. I got a good start, and he jumped the first couple really, really well. It was an honest pace all the way, and when the English horse sort of had to slacken off with a kind of a circuit and a half to go, Rawnaq cruised to the front and then outstayed them from there. It was a very, very game performance. I suppose if I was doing it again, and in hindsight, I probably wouldn't have committed him quite as early as I did, and that hill was quite testing at the end. But look, he was in unbelievable condition. Cyril Murphy did a brilliant job done with him. But look, I have to thank Jack Doyle and Cyril Murphy. They told me all about the horse. I was just a lucky guy that got to steer him today, but it's a credit to both of them.
There's so many questions I want to ask you with regards to that, but first let's talk more about the race. When I was watching it from here, the last turn on the backside, that first fence, he took off quite well at that fence, and then he just landed 4 lengths in front, and for me that seemed like that was where you had won the race at that point. How did it look for you? Yeah,
look, I rolled to the first fence in the back stretch, and he was meeting it on a long stride, but he had ran over fences in Ireland before he came here, which are a bit bigger, so I was fairly confident in his ability to jump, so I just rolled forward and went with him, and he stood outside the wings and you know, put the others under pressure. Yeah, but jump racing is about jumping. You have to try and get as much ground in the air as you can and take whatever you're getting. So, but as I said, look, Cyril had him in great condition. I thank Mr. Naylor again for bringing me over, and it's brilliant to be here.
Now, you got to see Rawnaq firsthand because you came over in May to the Iroquois in Nashville, and you came with Willie Mullins, and you rode Shane's Hill. Actually, Nichols. You rode Nichols Canyon, and you finished the game third. So you watched Rawnaq from behind. What was your impression of him at that time?
I got to see far too much of Rawnaq that day. He was in front of me all the way, and I couldn't get by him. But I guess I learned that day that Rawnaq is a really strong stayer. Jack rode him that day, and he put it up to us every step of the way. And you know, we couldn't get to him, we couldn't get by him, and he was really, really game and tough. And he showed that again today, the way he battled from the last fence.
So when you got the call from Cyril and said, hey, I have this horse I want you to ride. Do you remember that horse, Rawnaq, that you chased around at Iroquois? And you said, well, I've got nothing else going on this weekend, so let me jump on a plane and fly 5 hours to the States for one race. How did you feel about that?
I didn't need to be asked twice. I thought it was a really good ride. I thought he was the best steeplechase horse in America. And looking at the imports, the 2 English horses, I felt Rawnaq would be able to run to a better level of form than them, so it was a bit of a no-brainer. It's a huge purse, and I don't know of any steeplechase on anywhere else in the world worth this money this weekend, so when I got the opportunity to ride in it, I was always going to come.
Well, Ruby, you gave him a brilliant ride, as we all expected, and it seems like this is a good combination today. We know we'll hopefully see him at Cheltenham for the Cheltenham Challenge, and of course, to your expectation and all of ours, Jack Doyle will be healthy enough to ride him there. But if not, would you consider riding Rawnaq at Cheltenham?
Oh yeah, look, he'd be a very good ride, but every jockey needs an incentive and a goal, and I guess what will spur Jack Doyle through the next couple of months of recovery will be to riding this horse, and he's helped shape him and make him, so he'll be well entitled to take it.
Well, I'm sure it's no worse for the wear for him to give with this one up to you. Again, brilliant ride. Congratulations. I know you have some people who also want to speak with you, but it's always a pleasure to see you, Ruby.
Cheers, Megan. Thanks.